What's up, Moon Lords? We're back with another financial astrology update that we do each and every week. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. Last week was crazy, but I'm not worried about it. I know the Moon Lord veterans are not worried about it. Hey, it was just one of the weeks. I'm here to tell the weather. Last week, the cosmic weather looked like a good setup for a full moon pop, but as you guys can see, they crashed the crap out of us coming into Thursday and Friday, and that's okay. We still have some good news to go over, but yeah, the setup for the full moon pop doesn't look like it's gonna happen anymore because the setup was coming and then they totally crashed it. Okay, but that's okay. It's kind of funny. It's like, they're just kicking the can down the road and we simply have to buy and hold. It's really a simple game, guys, and I've been telling you guys that, hey, it looks like we could be going in 2022. I've been saying that for a few months now. And hey, the more and more this type of stuff that keeps happening, the more and more I think it's going to go that long. But we have some good news to go over. And we could get a full moon pop on Monday. We do have a full moon on Monday. There's a few indications that says that is possible. One of them is we did get an increase of volume on Friday. And that's leading to the full moon for this Monday. But since we didn't close above the $46 level of the green line that I have right here, I don't think it's going to be some type of crazy pop. Okay, I do not think it's going to be a squeeze on Monday or anything like that. But we could get a pop. It is a Monday. It is a full moon. But after that full moon on Monday, we then enter a waning phase, and you guys know how I feel about the waning period on AMC stock. But we do have good news to go over, so let's go over it. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, I've been having this green line here for the longest time, okay? And that is because that's where we made the highest high on this waxing period here. And then on this waxing period, we never did that, okay? We never beat that high, so I kept that green line right here. And now we get to move that green line up, okay? So even though it doesn't look like the setup is there for a full moon pop, we still grew nicely on the waning or the waxing phase of the moon. Therefore, we can now move this green line up to the $52 mark. So we're looking at about $52.80. We'll call it $52.80, guys. And that is the new high that we're on, okay? And so on the next waxing phase of the moon, I'm looking for us to be over the 5280 level for any type of big pop squeeze type energy. Think of the 5280 level now as the launch pad area zone, okay? Once we get in that zone, anything is possible, okay? But until we're above the 5280, I'm not gonna get too excited, okay? Now the next line I'm gonna put here is this yellow one, and I'm gonna put it at the low of this waning period. Okay, now the reason I'm doing that, okay, is because we did pop on the full moon, and so we reset around the $39 level. Okay, now that's anything under that level is a serious, and I mean serious buy based on the moon phases. I'm going to draw one more line, and it's going to be the low of this waxing period, which looks like it's going to be around the 43.78. Okay, now, so this is what's probably going to happen, okay, because you guys know once we leave the waxing phase and enter to a waning phase, we're more likely going to dip a little bit and then consolidate, or just consolidate. We've done it plenty of times. And we're just basically going to be waiting on the new moon again, which the new moon will be around the October 5th time. So it does look like, based on the price action, we might dip a little bit into this waiting period, and that will probably put us in the channels between $43.78 and $39. And so those are good buys to me, okay? A little bit of a dip and then consolidation into this new moon, which will be around the October 5th. It might be October 6th. And then hopefully a pop we get a pop on October 20th full moon. Now, the October 20th full moon is a very special one because in October, we're going to have Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all go direct out of retrograde for the first time in a very long time. So think of that full moon as extra potent, okay? One of the potent full moons, just like the full moon we had in May 26th. That was an eclipse, so it was super potent. I look at the 20th of the October full moon, extra potent because all the three big major planets went direct in that month, okay? So Monday full moon, this coming Monday full moon, which will be September 20th. We could pop, okay? We had a little bit of an increase of volume on Friday, but that's literally the only real indication. I do think that there's a lot of delayed order flow with the buying pressure, and they could just release it all on Monday, and we could just see a big pop, okay? But I don't think it's going to be a squeeze or any type of pop like that, only because the setup isn't there, and we didn't even close above that $46 level that we've been paying attention to for the longest time. As soon as we got past it and we hit the 50, they've just been crashing it ever since. But hey, that's cool. I mean, it's not worrying me. It's just giving us more opportunity to buy, and we just have to hold a little bit longer. But if we look at the technical indicators, we are cooling off on the RSI. We're right about neutral at the 50, so that is a potential area for a bounce. You can see that we bounced around this little 53 level before, so we could bounce and stay above the 50 on the RSI. But again, I don't think it's going to be a crazy bounce. You can see here that we are starting to squeeze down, going into the selling pressure on the MACD. But one thing I want to point out to you guys is look at what happened over here. You can see on this waxing period, we started to go up a little bit, and we can see that it did want to squeeze green for a moment. Just after that full moon, it started squeezing down, right? But then into the new moon over here, it started to squeeze back up, and then you get that big pop on the full moon. So a scenario like that definitely could be going down for this next couple phases into this October 20th full moon. So I'm very hopeful for that. But unfortunately, guys, I can't say we're going to get some type of squeeze energy on Monday's full moon. And that hurts, okay? Because it is a Pisces full moon. You guys know I'm a Pisces. I would love for us to get a crazy pop on a Pisces full moon. But hey, the setup isn't there the way I want to see it. And another thing I want to tell you guys is a Pisces full moon is a very emotional moon, very sensitive moon. If I was a hedge fund, this full moon would be a really good full moon to play emotional games. So I hope you guys are grounded. I hope you guys are staying focused and keeping your head in the game and not getting caught up in your emotions on this Pisces full moon. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the stars and get the overall picture for next week. We know it's really hard to guess the price action because of the manipulation. However, we're going to do our best to tell you guys the cosmic weather like we do each and every week. And if you guys appreciate content like this and want to show support, go ahead and hit the like button. I appreciate it. And let's check out the stars for next week. Okay, guys, so I do have Monday pulled up, market open 9:30 a.m. And the first thing I want to point out is where the moon is. It is conjunct Neptune and Neptune's home sign of Pisces. So we have a full moon in Pisces with the ruler of Pisces in Pisces, Neptune, okay? That's very, very potent energy, the moon being right there at market open. And the moon's making one of my favorite aspects to AMC. And you guys already know what I'm going to say. That's when the moon is square Mercury. Pretty much whenever the moon is on Mercury, in any type of aspect for AMC, we typically get good price action. And last week proved that. We had a lot of that moon Mercury stuff early last week, and we had a lot of good movement early last week. Okay, so coming into Monday, just off that aspect right there, I do expect upside. That's typically all we need. We've gotten the moon in Pisces square Mercury so many times right there and had a positive price action. The Saturn over here is getting no aspects, so that's good to me. The Mars right here is conjunct Mars return, okay? So we have my favorite aspect on AMC with the moon and Mercury with the Mars return. This is when Mars makes a full circle and is hitting the natural Mars of AMC, which is that Mars is fall, Libra. So it's a little bit weaker here, which is okay because Mars can a very cutting energy for AMC, but this looks like a supercharged energy with this moon square Mercury. So this could be a good thing just to add fuel to the fire. Just on the Mars return, anything can happen. This is just like strong, fast, quick, aggressive energy. Okay, so if we start moving up, market open on Monday, I do expect some pretty solid moves. If we move sharply, opening Monday, whichever way we move, we're probably going to hit very strong momentum in that direction with the Mars return. I'll say that. Now, I don't like what I have with the sun. The sun is making a square to the sun, but I'm not too worried about it. I did track this in the past, and there's no obvious trend when the sun is right here. But sun square sun could be like some negative changes happen with the company that might have to be revealed. That isn't ideal, but at the same time, it is trine Venus. So it might be something has to be cut or something has to be changed in order to make something else beautiful, okay? So it's like getting on a diet, and, that's not fun doing the diet, but it makes you more aesthetically pleasing, potentially, right? It could be something like that, okay? Now, this Mercury is still getting squared by Neptune. Now that's 0 degrees, okay? So the fact that Neptune is square Mercury 0 degrees tells me that this manipulation stuff could be at its peak. And when Neptune goes direct, it could be getting ready to end, okay? So this is a very interesting aspect with Mercury, or with Neptune going on Mercury like that exact. Now, this Venus, transiting Venus in the sky, is trine the moon of AMC, which is very bullish energy to me, and it's sextiling transformative Pluto, which is also very bullish to me. And the current Venus for AMC is actually trine the transiting sun, okay? So there's a lot of positive Venus energy for positive news, positive branding changes. This is positive for the movie theaters in general, because the Venus kind of rules the artist and indulging in something and having fun with something, okay? So overall, the energy does look pretty good for AMC coming into Monday, minus the fact that we have a sun square the sun. Everything else literally looks pretty good. And we also have we're good. So I'm going to pull up the exact moment the full moon comes and see if we see any different aspects. Okay, so I have 5:54 on Monday pulled up, and that's when the full moon is exact, meaning the moon will be opposite of the sun. That is a full moon. When it's a new moon, the moon will be on top of the sun over here, okay? Now, this full moon is happening with the moon making an aspect to Venus, sextile. So there's a lot of Venus energy coming into Monday, which is pleasant energy, but look what also is doing, is squaring AMC's sun, okay? So I'm not going to lie, the sun of AMC is getting kind of beat up on Monday, getting the full moon squaring the sun. This could be, a completion of some sort, but not in a good way, okay? So there could be some bad news coming into after hours on Monday, but I can agree that there's going to be a lot of energy on Monday on AMC, period, okay? And it is a full moon, and like I said, depending on what direction we go, market open is probably going to be the same direction we take throughout that day. But yeah, the AMC sun is getting beat up, and that has to do with the CEO, company management, company reputation. So hopefully we don't get any unpleasant news on Monday. I'm not seeing a lot of news energy, so I don't think we're going to get news. But I do think Mars, return to Mars. Mars is the warrior of the zodiac, okay? So I do think next week we're getting attacked. Heavy. Warfare. But Venus is still making positive aspects. Venus wants everything to be beautiful. Venus is in very powerful sign of Scorpio. Even though it doesn't want to be there, it's still very powerful there, okay? So yeah, Monday looks very interesting. We got a lot going on Monday. Hopefully market open, we start green, and then I think we're going to finish green. If we start green in the first hour of trading, we're probably going to stay green, okay, in my opinion. However, this full moon does look a little, does look like it's going to create a little bit of turmoil. I'm not going to lie. But keep in mind, on the beginning of the day, we did get one of my favorite aspects with Mercury, and to me, that is strong enough to carry us up, okay? All right, so let's pull up Tuesday. Okay, so we have Tuesday pulled up, market open, 9:30 a.m. We're looking at September 21st. And Tuesday looks super, super, super volatile. We have the Mars about to return. -1 degrees is pulling up on Mars over here. And then the sun is also coming close to making a Mars conjunction. So a lot of Mars energy coming into AMC next week. And look what's happened to the moon. The moon is exactly opposite of Mars on Tuesday. And the moon is in Aries, but and is conjunct Uranus. This is very volatile energy, all right? Anytime a planet is transiting over Uranus, that's very volatile. And the fact that it's making opposition to Mars over here, Mars is actually returning to Mars, very extremely volatile. So I'm going to leave it there. It's just going to be volatile Monday. I can't really say what's going to happen which way. Mars opposite Mars is an opposition. That you guys know, opposition is opportunity, or a obstacle that is also an opportunity. Moon over Uranus is sudden changes and into something new, okay? Because Uranus is in the new sign of Aries, so there could be a sudden shift of energy, sudden change of direction for AMC of some sort coming into Tuesday, okay? And we could. What's happening with the sun? It could be positive though, because maybe we're, like I said, like the sun square the sun, but also trying Venus. It's like we're going on a diet, but that's a good thing because we're going to be happier and more pleased with our aesthetics, right? And more healthier. So it could be something like that happening because the sun is now making a positive trine to Venus and the ascendant, and that's definitely some positive energy. The ascendant is our persona, is our how we show ourselves in the world. So the AMC does look like it's going to have a lot of attention based on the sun energy on Tuesday, and then the moon opposite Mars over here. It looks very volatile, and it's really hard to say which way that's going to go. So I'm not going to make any predictions, but the volatility is there. Venus is still making positive and strong aspects to Pluto and the moon. So there could be, I was hoping for some type of merger activity last week. We didn't get anything, although we did hear that they're going to accept more cryptocurrency, so maybe that was it. But there could be some more news changes with aesthetics coming into next week, okay? So we could get some catalyst-like news with some major branding changes with AMC, but time will tell. All right, let's pull up Wednesday. Okay, so I have Wednesday pulled up, 9:30 a.m., September 22nd. And we had a major shift of energy coming into Wednesday, okay? So whatever happens on Tuesday, Wednesday could reverse it. And the reason I say that is because, first of all, the moon is no longer opposite Mars over here, and the sun is no longer making a square to its sun, okay? So there's a release of tension coming into Wednesday, that is for sure, okay? So I am optimistic that Wednesday is going to go up, because the sun is making a 0-degree trine to Venus and a 0-degree trine to AMC's ascendant. That's a lot of attention on AMC in a very positive way. And now that the sun is no longer getting a square from the sun, it looks like good energy, very good energy. And the moon over here, I have to mention, is square Jupiter, and then the Jupiter over here is square the midheaven 0 degrees. Now, this doesn't look good for any type of legal matters, okay? But it does look good for lots of energy and expansive energy, because AMC's Jupiter is exalted, and typically the moon here can give us decent results, okay? So it's kind of mixed, but it does give us volatility. And just the fact that the sun is making those very positive aspects to Venus, I think the volatility will be to the upside on Wednesday. Another thing I want to mention, it's like Mars went exactly 0 degrees on top of Mars that day. So yeah, there's some type of climax energy happening on Wednesday. That is for sure. Let's take a look at Thursday. Okay, so we have Thursday pulled up, September 23rd, market open. And yeah, this looks like an interesting day. First of all, the moon at market open will be 0 degrees Taurus. You guys know that's a very powerful degree whenever whatever a planet is at 0 degree or the last degree, 29th degree. Now, the moon is exalted in Taurus, meaning the moon is really strong in Taurus, and the moon gives really good results in Taurus. And AMC's moon is at home in Cancer, so I really like this dynamic of the moon being in Taurus and AMC's moon being in Cancer. And Thursday looks like a lot of the moon's going to make a lot of aspects. Right now, it's making a square to the ascendant and Venus up here, and I'm not too worried about that. The moon moves quickly. And again, when the moon is in Taurus, we typically get good results. And later today, later that day, that will no longer be there. So I'm not too worried about it. And then the sun is still making the 0 degree trine still making a 0 degree trine to the ascendant, and a 1 degree trine to the midheaven, or to Venus. So that is very positive energy. And again, I'm not worried about the Venus square the moon that day. And the Venus over here is no longer making an aspect. Now, this transiting Mercury is making a sextile to the sun. So if we got news we might get news on Monday, and we could probably get news on Thursday too. And Thursday could be like a catalyst like news, with Mercury being 0 degrees, or Mars being 0 degrees on Mars right there, and the sun making very gorgeous trines to AMC's ascendant and Venus, okay? Now, I'm going to go a little bit further in this day just to see what type of energy we get. Okay, so later that day on Thursday, I have, we have 3:30 p.m. pulled up. See, the moon is no longer squaring Venus and the ascendant. And now they're just getting positive aspects from the sun, and then Venus making and then the moon is making a positive sextile to Neptune, right around power hour. Okay, so power hour could be interesting for AMC coming into Thursday in a positive way. Okay, let's look at Friday. Okay, so Friday looks like it'd be an explosive day, and it does look like Friday does look pretty good to me. Okay, the moon is in an exalted position of Taurus. It is conjunct Uranus, so right off that, the market is probably going to be volatile. Now, Taurus wants to grow things. Taurus wants to build things. Okay, Taurus has a lot to do with making things concrete, making things stick. Okay, Taurus is the bull. It's also the bull. It's the Taurus. Okay, so hopefully we go on a bull run on Friday just off that. But the fact the moon is conjunct Uranus, that's very volatile. Remember, Uranus wants to, thrust us into the future. It's very quick moving energy. And then the moon is making also a trine to Pluto, which Pluto is transformations, very powerful transformations, sudden changes. And that looks like sudden changes to the upside. Okay. And another thing I really love about Friday is the fact that Venus is making a trine to Jupiter, which, Venus is money. Venus is aesthetics, abundance, wants everything to be great. Okay, Scorpio is in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is resources, okay, other people's money. Venus is relationships. It's making a trine to Jupiter. Jupiter is all about expanding. It's also very good for legal matters, and it's also very good for luck. Okay, so Friday looks like a very good day based upon the stars, but you guys know how they manipulate, especially on Fridays. But I will not be surprised if we go green on Friday. Friday looks like one of the more positive days, but I do know it's Friday, and we all know what they like to do on Friday. And now Mars over here is exactly conjunct Mars with a Uranus opposition, which is super expansive. Now, Uranus is in Aries, which is Mars sign. Okay, so that's very suspicious for something good happening. And then Mars is also making a sextile to Saturn, which can hopefully keep everything from being too unstable with whatever moves it makes, okay? But it does look like this Uranus is trying to set something up for something good for AMC, and AMC could be doing something they've never done before. And since Mercury is getting an aspect to the sun, we could get some type of news this week about something new that's in the works for AMC, okay? A lot of Uranus aspects coming into this week. And we haven't been getting a lot of Uranus stuff, and we're getting a lot of Venus stuff too at the same time. And now that Jupiter's making a positive aspect to Venus, I'm very optimistic on what that good news is, what those changes are on AMC's business for positive price action on the stock. Okay, so I know I rambled a lot. I know I didn't give too many price predictions. I'm trying to stay away from that because of what happened last week. It's just, everyone's saying the same thing. Technical analysis is kind of hard to do with the bullshit, right? And so is the cosmic weather on the astrology. But I can say with confidence that this build-up energy that's happening with AMC looks very, very good. When Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all go direct at the end of October, October 20th full moon should be very, very positive. At the very least, it should be very volatile. Okay, it's going to be a very volatile full moon. But the fact that all that's going forward and Saturn and Jupiter will be in the first house for that full moon going forward, I am very, very, very bullish on it. Okay. So if you guys made it this far in this video and haven't dropped a like, go ahead and hit the like, show support. I would appreciate it. And if you don't want to hit the like, I understand. It's all good. I just appreciate you watching the video. And if you're a Moon Lord and you're not in our Discord, go ahead and check out our Discord at Market Moon Lord. A lot of great people in there. Definitely check us out. And if you guys are new here and you haven't subscribed and want to subscribe because you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'm your boy, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon in Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. Don't forget we have a Pisces full moon on Monday. I might be going live for that, so you guys check us out then. But guys, keep your emotions unchecked on Monday. Make sure you guys are grounded and ready for some BS coming into Monday, because it's a great time for hedge funds to get us emotional based on the fact that it's a emotional Pisces full moon. Keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. All you got to do is buy and hold. Diamond hams, rip all the paper hands. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.